Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. Today we are going to go ahead and finally go over my RTS haul from Teddy Bees, which got to me about a week and a half ago now, somewhere. I always seem to sit down and film when I've had orders for like a week or so. It's just the way my filming availability and everything turns out. But yes, I've had this for a little bit of time now. I actually already had everything put away into my collection. I wasn't even gonna film because I've been very pressed for time with filming. I'm leaving tomorrow to go on actually my bachelorette trip for a few days, and I didn't think I would have time to sit down and film between schoolwork, life, but I needed a little bit of time today just to like decompress, and I figured what better way to do that than to sit down, re-sniff all these amazing scents and talk about them with you. So just excuse the very bare and minimalistic appearance. Like I said, I've been pretty busy today running around to get everything ready to go on my trip, and I just figured I would just throw myself on camera and go over this with you. This is a bit of a disclaimer here. I did go a bit overboard, and I knew I kind of blacked out once the RTS started because it's so fast-paced and high stress that typically I just throw things into my cart that I know I want, and then specifically this time when it showed up, I was like, whoa, like I really went overboard, got more than what I had anticipated getting. But I have absolutely no regrets with Teddy Bees only opening about 3 times a year. I tend to always go overboard, and no regrets. Like I said, I love having extra backstock from not only myself, but if I have friends that are looking for something specific, family members or anything like that, I always love to have a little bit of extra on hand. And also because with her having such few openings per year, sometimes it could really take 2, sometimes 3 years for scents that you find and love to return. So I love to just load up when I find something that I enjoy, so I don't have to worry about running out of something or my friends running out of something or whatever. I know that I have a little bit in my stash to get by until it comes back, or it may not. So we will go ahead and jump right in. I do have 2 blends here specifically in tubs that I did want to talk about, which kind of prompted me doing this video, because as I'm filming this, the request post for the next pre-order is currently open, and I know that 2 of these blends specifically are on the request post with quite a bit of votes. So I wanted to kind of go over them a little bit just in case you were curious about them and what they were like, if you plan on voting for it or picking it up if it makes the pre-order. That way you have a little bit of my perspective on the scent and what it's like. Other than that, we'll go ahead and get started. Of course, she included her really nice, informative postcard that gives you melting tips and all that. I'm sure this is probably not your first Teddy Bees video that you're watching, that if you haven't watched any, then welcome. I'm sure you'll grow to love Teddy Bees, but in any case, I'm sure you all are familiar with the information card. And I got 1 sample here in pistachio bread pudding. This is a scent that I did grab in the pre-order, and I didn't get more in the RTS. Might regret that down the road, but I did pick up a tub of it in the pre-order, so I figured at least for now that's plenty for me. But this is a really nice like cinnamon sugar bready bakery, and you get a little bit of nutty pistachio. It's not overwhelming pistachio, it's not a cherry leaning pistachio. It's a very nutty but creamy pistachio blend with like a bready cinnamon sugar base. So this is really nice. I'm looking forward to melting this and having a little bit more of it. All right, what should we start with? I think what we'll do, let me just organize myself a little bit. This is like insane. I think what we'll do is start with the 2 scents that I know are being requested for this next pre-order coming up and go over those quickly, and then we will dive into everything else. Most of these scents are repurchases from what I got in the pre-order, and then a few sprinkled in of ones that I knew I wanted to get a little bit of. So the first one we'll go over here is Late Night Bake. So Tiffany graciously put this in the RTS in limited quantity, and I knew I wanted to try this. This is sweet lavender, sugar cookies, pink sugar with a background of Palo Santo. This was just poured on April 18th. So this I know is one of Summer Michelle's favorite scents from Teddy Bees. I'm pretty sure it's one of her top scents like ever, but specifically from Teddy Bees. I've heard her praise this scent so highly, and I was so happy to be able to get it. And I really like Tiffany's Pink Sugar, I really like her lavender. Her Palo is beautiful, and I figure with sugar cookies, like can that not be good? So of course she decorated it beautifully. This is like one of my favorite colors ever, that periwinkle. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Okay. Ugh. I'm getting a beautiful combination of the sweet lavender and pink sugar first. It's just such a girly, happy, feminine bakery scent. I do get a little bit of Palo. It's kind of in the background, but behind the pink sugar and the lavender, I'm getting a really nice, like, warm sugar cookie scent. Like you just took them out of the oven, or you smell them baking in the oven. And you get the background of like the little bit of smoky depth from the Palo Santo, but front and center for me is the lavender and the pink sugar. And with that sweet sugar cookie, it's just so nice. This will be beautiful for nighttime, but even so, I think you can melt this any time of day and it'll just be like a girly bakery scent. It's just really nice. It's sweet, but it's also decadent because you get the sugar cookie and you get the little bit of smokiness from the Palo Santo. If you're somebody who's not a smoky scent fan or a Palo Santo fan, I still think you could really appreciate this scent because it's not front and center. And I feel like in a lot of Tiffany's blends, sometimes the Palo can jump out at you. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely noticeable in this blend, but it's not like the star of this blend by any means. I'm trying to get this out, but it doesn't really seem like it wants to pop out. No, this one's not going to come out. But yes, very good, very sweet, dense bakery. So I'm looking forward to warming this one. And then this next one, you guys, this absolutely has my heart. I made a dedicated post to this on her Facebook group praising how good this is. And I put it on the request list as well for this upcoming pre-order. So I'm really hoping that it comes back. And I know this is loved by so many also. This is Michael. So I've never actually purchased this from a pre-order, but I've heard so many good things about it, and the notes I just knew would be totally up my alley and something I would absolutely love. So I went straight away to pick this up in the RTS. So Michael is vanilla birch, mahogany vanilla, and smooth marshmallow cream. This was also poured April 18th. You guys, this is just... oh my god, this is creamy, this is cologne-y, this is sexy, this is comforting. Oh my god, this is not only is this is a mess because I've popped this out of the tub so many times to smell it because I can't get enough of it. Oh my god, the mahogany vanilla in here is so beautiful. And then you get the little bit of woodiness from the vanilla birch, which it doesn't come across sharp. It just comes across more masculine and cologne-like because mahogany to me is very deep. It's very rich. It's kind of like a sophisticated masculine scent. But then you add like the outdoorsy aspect of the vanilla birch, and the marshmallow cream just blends them together so beautifully. This is like sophisticated men's cologne, but it's done so well. It's just beautiful. It's cozy. It's comforting. It's just everything that I thought it would be and more. Oh my god. Some people may classify this as just a bedroom scent, you guys. I would melt this in my living room. I just think it smells so sophisticated and beautiful. And I am somebody who loves those kind of masculine, woodsy, comforting type scents like this. So these are things that I melt even in my living room, and I feel like it just makes my house smell so welcoming, and it just smells like home to me. Oh my god, I love this so much. Literally, I was talking to Alexis in summer and I was like, this is hands down like one of the sexiest scents I've ever smelled in my life. Like, it is just so beautiful, and it's not that complex. Like, it has 3 notes, but it's just so good. Like, these 3 notes complement each other and blend together so well. This is amazing, and I'm pretty sure Tiffany had mentioned at one point that she made this blend and named it after her husband. So kudos to you, Tiffany. This is phenomenal, and I am hoping that this makes it to the pre-order because this is something I will buy an abundance of. So highly recommend that. If you have similar scent preferences to me, or you like mahogany scents, you like vanilla birch, masculine, woodsy type scents, definitely give that a try. It is amazing. Okay, so those were the 2 that I know are on the current request post that I kind of wanted to give a little spotlight to. And then we might as well just go over the rest of the tubs that I got. I got a couple of souffles, and then in typical Stephanie fashion, I went OD on the loaves, so we'll do those last. This first tub I did not get in the pre-order. This is Frosted Mint Sugar Cookies. I know Summer really loves this one, and she was so kind and generous enough to send me basically half of her souffle that she had left of this to see if I really liked it. This is amazing. This is Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies with a hint of creamy mint and marshmallows. Poured March 24th, 24. Again, with her beautiful decor. This is a beautiful, like, creamy peppermint. You definitely get the crisp aspect of the peppermint, but it's very creamy. It's not sharp or nose clearing like her candy cane oil can be. This is a very creamy mint. It's almost like a buttermint. Like, it's very creamy. It's vanilla based peppermint to my nose, and she does describe it as a creamy mint, so that makes sense. And I also think the marshmallows are kind of helping from keeping the peppermint being too front and center. It's really nice, rich, creamy peppermint. To be honest with you, the sugar cookie is way in the background. Like, predominantly this is just a beautiful marshmallow peppermint scent, and then the longer you sniff it, you get the little bit of it's like a toasted sugar cookie. Like, you could picture the sugar cookie and it has the browned edges. You just took them out of the oven and the edges are well done where they're browned. That's kind of, it's giving me like a crisp sugar cookie. Really nice. Let me see if I can get this one to come out. Yeah. Evenly balanced on the top and bottom. I know I was talking about in my pre-order haul that there were certain blends where I was getting a totally different read on the top and bottom. But for me, that's not the case with this one. It's evenly balanced throughout the top and bottom. And of course, she did the beautiful glitter on the bottom too. This is really nice. I love peppermint any time of year, any time of day. So this is something that I know I will melt and love and get through pretty quickly, I'm sure. This next one is a repurchase for me from the pre-order. This is Witching Hour. This is Midnight Jasmine, Tonka Bean, Mahogany, Black Currant, Sweet Marshmallows, and Soft Woods. So this is what I actually debated getting in a loaf, but then I was like, you know what? I have multiple amount of blends from her that are kind of this deep sensual perfumey scent. So I didn't feel like I needed it in a loaf, but you guys, now that I'm re-smelling it, I'm like, I wouldn't have been mad if I got it in a bigger size. This is so pretty. This reminds me of a perfume I've smelled before, and I can't put my finger on it. I want to say it's a Victoria's Secret perfume. Is it Tease? I don't know. This reminds me of for some reason my mind is going to Victoria's Secret, but look how, this is like mesmerizing. So pretty. Kind of almost matches me. I'm definitely getting the mahogany very strongly and the jasmine. A little bit of woodsy base, but honestly I'm getting the mahogany, the jasmine, and I'm guessing that's the Tonka Bean, which I'm not really sure because it's hard for me to distinguish Tonka Bean because I had never really smelt it on its own, but I don't believe it's currant, and I'm not getting marshmallows, and I'm not getting much woods. So it's a really nice balance front and center of the mahogany and the jasmine, and what I'm assuming is the Tonka Bean. It's just a beautiful, deep, dark, sensual, perfumey fragrance, and this has to be very similar to or a duplication of a perfume. If any of you know what Witching Hour is, if it is a perfume, let me know. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's warm, it's sophisticated. Oh, why? My mind is going to Victoria's Secret, but I don't know. I'll have to look and see if I have something that's like similar to this. Oh, it's coming out. So let's smell the bottom. I'm hoping I get more woods on the bottom because I love the way she blends woods notes into perfumey fragrances. So I'm hoping that comes across more. Whoops. Ooh, I'm getting like a strong, what is that? I'm getting very strong currant on the bottom and a little bit of woods. This is so pretty. This is going to be really nice around like Halloween time. This just gives me like, I don't know, this just gives me like Halloween feels because it's very deep, but it's kind of like mysterious but beautiful. yeah, this is really nice. And I'm ruining my tub because it's popping out. All the chip sides are popping out everywhere. So I like that one a lot. I'm gonna have to look at what perfume that is because it's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, this one was not even on my radar, and I think just in the process of blackout buying that this wound up in my cart, and I'm not mad about this. This is Fireside S'mores. This is toasted marshmallows, warm graham crackers, whipped vanilla, and fireside. Actually, no, I know what prompted me to buy this. I was talking with my friend Stacy, and she's like, I just melted this in my bedroom. It's beautiful. It's like the gooey center of a s'mores dip, like if you have a s'mores skillet dip and it's heating up, like that's exactly what it smells like. It's so good. It's throwing really well. I was like, all right, like let me just go see if there's anything left because the curiosity got the best of me. And Stacy, thank you for recommending this because this is delicious. Oh, this is pretty. So the reason why I hesitated and didn't get this in the pre-order initially is because I have a little bit of a stock of Campfire S'mores. So then when I saw that this was on the pre-order list, I was like, is this really any different or that much different from Campfire Stories where I feel like I need it? So I passed on it. But I'm honestly glad that I picked this up because to me, this is a little bit more forward on the graham crackers and the marshmallow. And it doesn't have that smoky campfire essence that Campfire Stories has. Like Campfire Stories has more of an atmospheric vibe to it because it has like it has a little bit of like bonfire smoke. It has cool air and woodsy notes in there. But Fireside S'mores is predominantly gourmand. So I am getting the toasted marshmallows. I'm definitely getting a strong punch of like the warm graham crackers, but to me when I smell this, I'm picturing like the graham crackers and you have the marshmallow that's melted and it's like dribbling from out in between your two graham crackers. Oh, this is good. I am getting a little bit of sugary sweetness. I guess that's the whipped vanilla. And there's like a base in here that's kind of like a little bit deep and a little bit smoky, but it's like a light smoke, like a light sweet smoke, which must be the fireside. This doesn't come across like punch you in the face smoke at all. It's like a light sweet smoke. Almost how, if you're familiar with By the Fireplace, how that's like a light sweet smoke. It's almost giving that type of smoke. Yeah, it's like a light sweet smoke with the toasted graham crackers and marshmallow. So this is really nice. I think I'll really enjoy this. So excited to have that. Next, this is a repurchase for me, not from the pre-order, but I have had this before. I actually still think I have like half of a tub in my collection, so I figured I'd pick a little bit more up. This is Cookie Monster. This is baked vanilla macaroons, sweet vanilla cookies, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. I really enjoy cupcakes at Tiffany's, and I think Tiffany from Teddy B's blends cupcakes at Tiffany's very tastefully in her blends, where it's not front and center, but you could still detect it and appreciate it. So this to me is a vanilla forward bakery. Like I'm definitely getting, it's not like a warm and gooey vanilla. It's like a sweet vanilla, but you can almost relate this to like the crispy outside of a macaroon. Oh, it's beautiful. It is. It's like fresh baked vanilla cookies. And then you get a little bit of added sweetness. It's like you're getting a little bit of the toffee from the cupcakes at Tiffany's. Oh, it's really nice. I have warmed this. This is definitely a decent performer. This is a solid medium for me after I let it cure for about 4 to 6 months. So I'm happy to have more of this in my collection. I will say I have not been the biggest bakery melter over the last like 6 months to a year. I think my scent preferences have definitely, you know, established themselves where I'm more of a fresh, aquatic, perfumey, masculine, woodsy type of scent lover, but I still do appreciate a good bakery. Bakery isn't something that I reach for, say, every single day, but it's definitely something that I still enjoy to melt. So I still like to have these kinds of scents on hand for when I'm having that craving or to blend with other things. So this is definitely a really nice one. I feel like I haven't seen many people talk about this from this pre-order, but it's nice. If you appreciate cupcakes at Tiffany's and you like a vanilla-based bakery, this is pretty. This is pretty. Really like that one. All right, this next one is a repurchase for me, not from the pre-order, but just something that I have in my collection. This is Emma of Normandy. I know this is well loved by many. This is dark berries, sensual orchid blooms, and warm vanilla. So I knew this was on the pre-order list, but my strategy for this past pre-order was to kind of avoid scents that I already had a little bit of in my collection and go for more of the new scents. So you'll see here, there are a couple of things that I purposely didn't buy in the pre-order because I knew I wanted to just get them in the RTS if I was able to, and this was one of them. So this is, like I was saying, she does those sensual perfumey scents really well. This is so pretty. So you get like it says dark berries, but to me this is like a dark, it's like plum, maybe with raspberry, like dark cranberries. It's beautiful, juicy, dark fruit. You get a little bit of perfuminess from the warm vanilla and the orchids. It's not too floral in my opinion. It's not a powdery floral. It comes across as a very sweet and perfumey floral, and I think those dark berry notes really help, you know, it to come across that way. So if you're somebody who's afraid of afraid of florals or doesn't like florals, I still think you could appreciate this scent because to my nose, being that I'm not a floral lover, to my nose, what I pick up most is the dark berries. So this is like very juicy, sweet, dark berry perfume. So this is a powerhouse performer too. I have a bit of this in my collection, and this is just one that I love to have on hand because it's pretty for the bedroom. It's pretty in the living room. If you want to just have your house smell like uplifting and happy and like classy, this is just so nice. Really, really nice. This is like a feminine body care fragrance. It's beautiful. I think my tower is about to fall over here of my tubs. All right, sorry, I just had to move you guys back a little bit. Let's see, let's readjust. There we go. The next one here is something that I did in fact order in the pre-order. Loved it, love it so much. I've loved this for a couple of years, and it took I would say it took a little, just about 2 years or a little over 2 years for it to come back. So in my pre-order, I bought one loaf, and then I don't know why I didn't get a loaf of this in the RTS, but I'm glad I got a tub of it because this sold out so quickly in the RTS. Like, I was shocked. And this is Beach Blanket. That's probably why I ended up getting this in a tub, because when I went to go back to get it in a loaf, I'm pretty sure it was already gone. So this is the scent of cotton sheets, ocean air, and fresh coconut. Oh my god, this is just one that every time I smell this, like my head rolls back and I'm like, this is so, so pretty. I know that I had recommended this to a couple of my friends, Summer and Alexis, and they were, you know, looking to step out and bought this based on my recommendation, which I'm appreciative of because now they got it and they enjoy it. So I have some more people on Beach Blankets train. I just love this. If you're a Bath & Body Works shopper and you're familiar with their fresh coconut and cotton fragrance, they had it in body care for the last couple of years. This is very, very close, if not identical to that. It's a very crisp and clean fragrance, but to my nose, the coconut comes across first. It's coconut and salty sea air in the forefront, and then you just get like a crisp, it's almost like a crisp breeze in the background. Like I described this previously as you just wash your beach blanket and you took it with you. You just took it out of your bag and a gust of wind is going by and you just get the scent of your blanket that had just come out of the wash. Like, this isn't laundry detergent forward by any means. It's not fabric softener or anything. It's just fresh and clean, with front and center being the like creamy fresh coconut and salty sea air. It's just so nice. So this is a powerhouse performer too. This is something I always want in my collection. So now thankfully I have a bit of a stash, and with this getting a bit of love this pre-order, I'm really hoping that it's not a couple of years again before we see this return, but if so, I do have a little bit of a backstock. So that's Beach Blanket. That is one of my top scents ever from Teddy Bees. Love it so much. All right, last tub I have here is I Heart Vanilla Pear. This is creamy vanilla marshmallow, vanilla milkshake, marshmallow magnolias, blended with sweet pear and sugar nectar. So this is one that I did not buy in the pre-order. I was kind of hesitant on it because I'm not really sure how I feel about Pear, to be honest with you, but I had bought a few things from a D-stash and this was one of them, and I was curious to try it. So I did get, I believe it was a tub in the D-stash. So shortly after I got it, I cut a piece off and I put it in the candle crock in my bedroom, and immediately it started throwing. It was strong, it was sweet, it was vanilla based, it was like candied pear, and it was so pretty. It wasn't like perfumey, which is kind of what I was expecting with the base of this scent being Boardwalk Marshmallow, which is like Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. It's like a very sweet vanilla perfume. So I kind of expected this to be like a pear perfume, but this, don't get me wrong, this does come across body care, but it's very sweet and candied like. So this is like, on cold, it's coming across more body care than it does to me on warm. It's definitely, you get that sweet, juicy pear, you get this, the sugar, the added sugar to it, and then you get a creamy vanilla base. But if you're a fan of pear scents and you like candied pear in particular, this is delicious, and it performed really well for being recently poured. So I wanted another one in my collection because this is something kind of rare for Tiffany. I feel like she doesn't do a lot of pear scents. So I was like, you know what, this might not be back for a while. I might as well just call it, be safe and call it and get a tub, and that's it. So now I have a little bit, close to 2 tubs worth actually of it. So that should last me quite some time. Super happy to have that. Okay, we are gonna go over my souffles here. I only have a couple of these, so we'll go through these pretty quickly. 3 of these are scents that are completely new to me, so we'll go over those first. This first one is Rustic Cashmere and Cookies. So this is roasted pine cones, signature sugar cookies, and cashmere cream. So I didn't get this in the pre-order, and my thought process going into the pre-order was, number 1, don't get scents that you already have in your collection, like the Emma of Normandy and a couple of other that I'll share with you, and get those in the RTS. And number 2, I love roasted pine cones, don't get me wrong. I really like roasted pine cones. I love Tiffany's Cashmere. But to me, this didn't stand out as a blend that was super unique. Not trying to be negative in any sense, but I feel like a lot of vendors do roasted pine cones with bakery. So with all the other scents that she was offering, I kind of felt like this is one that I didn't need to get because it wasn't super unique to anything that I already have in my collection. But then seeing everybody get their hauls and haul their stuff and talk about this scent, I was like, I just want to get like a souffle to try it. And I'm glad that I did because it is pretty. Love this like mossy green color. And her cashmere cream is just beautiful. In this blend, it keeps it from being too bakery or too earthy because her cashmere cream is pretty perfumey to me. So that's all I get on the top is the cashmere cream. And then on the bottom, I'm getting a beautiful balance of like the earthy roasted pine cones and the sugar cookie. So I'm looking forward to letting this cure because I really want all those notes to kind of come together, because this is a scent that I'm getting 2 different reads on the top and bottom. So I'm not sure how this will play out when it warms. But this is what I'm definitely going to let sit for a while so that those oils can kind of blend together a little bit more and mature. But it is pretty. I definitely like what I smell. I'm glad I didn't get a bigger size because, like I said, I feel like it's not anything super unique. It's pretty and I'll enjoy it, but it's not something where I'm like, I'll never find something like this ever again, you know? So it's beautiful and I'll enjoy it, but yeah, that was Rustic Cashmere and Cookies. This next one was my wild card of the RTS. This is Sweet Halloween. This is candy corn, vanilla cupcakes, and sweet vanilla frosting. So this is one of Alexis's favorite scents from her. She got multiple loaves of this in her pre-order, and quite frankly, I was planning on steering completely clear of this scent because what's the word I could use to describe this? I despise candy corn in real life. To me, it's like one of the most disgusting candies. I cannot do it. Ever since I was a kid, like I would always spit it out. I just hate it. I can't do it. So I was like, well, why would I want a scent that smells like candy corn if I hate it so much? And Alexis is like, no, like, just try it. If you don't like it, I'll buy it off of you. Trust me, like, it's delicious. It's like vanilla bakery. I was like, okay, like, I'm already going into the RTS and going overboard, so I'll grab a souffle if there's any left. And there was some left, so I was like, you know what, let me try it. So when it comes to Teddy B's, even if it's stuff that I typically am not a fan of, I'm comfortable trying it because she tends to blend things so well where one note doesn't stand out and punch you in the face. So, honestly, that's what I'm getting here. This is like a funfetti cupcake to me with really dense and rich vanilla frosting. If there was no candy corn on this label, I wouldn't know that there was candy corn in here. Like, I'm not getting, like, I don't think candy corn when I smell this. So there's another vanilla bakery in here, which I'm actually going to go over, Vanilla Dream. So they're both, in my opinion, they're both very nice, dense, rich vanilla bakeries, but this has a little bit more of sugary sweetness, whereas Vanilla Dream has the cupcakes at Tiffany's. So that one takes a little bit of like, almost like a little bit of a caramelly turn towards that, where this is just straight up rich vanilla dense bakery. This is pretty. This is one that I kind of wish I got another souffle in, or at least a Tubbs equivalent to, because I think I'm really going to enjoy this. So Alexis, thank you for persuading me to give this a try. I'm happy that I decided to take this as my wild card, and I think I'm really going to enjoy it. So that is Sweet Halloween. In my opinion, you can never go wrong with just a plain vanilla bakery. I love blending these sorts of scents with fruity scents, with, you know, if you have too sharp of outdoorsy notes or anything like that. I just love having vanilla bakery to kind of blend with other things or tone scent notes down that you're not fond of. So I love this, and I think I'll really enjoy it on warm. Okay, and then the last one that is new to me is Key Lime Sugar Cookies. So I had gotten Key West Lime ice cream and cake in my pre-order, and then when I saw everybody hauling this one and talking about how good it was and they really liked the both of them, I was like, well shoot, now I want to try it because I have to know. So this is sweet sugar, buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla sugar cookie dough blended with tart key limes. I've been really enjoying citrus scents these past couple months. Specifically, I've really been enjoying like orange and lime. So I've been trying to build up my stash of those type of scent notes or type of blends. This tart lime in here is so good. And it's almost giving me like an effervescent lime, like a fizzy lime for some reason. I don't know why, and I don't think I've heard anybody else describe it this way, but this is giving me like fizzy, effervescent, almost like a Sprite type lime, which I'm not mad about. I love that. It's very bright, it's happy, but you definitely get the sweetness of the bakery in the background. So it's keeping it from being too punch you in the face lime. It's keeping it from being too sharp or too tart, but it's really nice. The lime does jump out at you. It's very bright. It's making itself known. It's like juicy, but it's bubbly, it's happy. But you get that really nice, like, it's almost like shortbread. Yeah, there is shortbread in here. It's like a nice, like, creamy shortbread in the background. So I'm curious to see how this will come together. I'm getting equal balance of the lime on the top and the bottom. And again, on the bottom, the bakery notes are in the background. So this is going to be beautiful. Honestly, I'll have to sniff them side by side. I'm not sure which one I like more. I really like them both. So yeah, I'm happy to have this as well. I know this will go to great use. Oh, I've been really liking citrus, and this just makes me so happy for summertime. So I hope this one comes back soon, because I would get more of this one. This is Key Lime Sugar Cookies. And then the last souffles I have here, this is a repeat from my pre-order. This is Marshmallow Cake by the Ocean. So this is gooey marshmallow peeps, beach treats, vanilla lace, and buttery birthday cake. So I had gotten this in a tub in my pre-order, and when I got this in for my pre-order, I was like, oh my god, this is delicious. It's definitely in the same realm as Surfside Sweet Shop or Cozy Cookie Cake. So I knew I wanted to get more because those are just like staple scents to me, in my opinion. I love to have those in my collection. They're just comforting. They're just delicious. And I knew I wanted to grab more of this, but this flew out of the RTS. Like, this went so quickly that by the time I made it around to getting this scent and putting it in my cart, it was only available in soufflés. So I got 2, which typically 2 soufflés is a tub's equivalent. So now technically I have 2 tubs worth of this, which is plenty. Oh, love this so much. It's beautiful, just dense, gooey marshmallow bakery. I'm still not getting the vanilla lace in here, which is like a perfumey vanilla. I'm just getting the beach treats and the buttery birthday cake and a little bit of the gooey marshmallows. Amazing. Very, very similar to Surfside Sweet Shop. So if you have Surfside Sweet Shop already in your collection and you didn't get a chance to get this, you're really not, you know, missing out much per se, because they are like, they could be cousins or brother and sister. Like, they're very, very similar to me. So that's Marshmallow Cake by the Ocean. Okay, you guys, buckle in because we're going to get ready to start going over to loaves, which I already let you know. I know I'm well aware that I went a bit overboard, but I'm ecstatic. So we will go ahead and go over the ones that I did not haul in my pre-order, and we'll get those out of the way first. Let me just make sure that's it. Yes. Okay. So first one up is Escobar. I think I got 2 of these, but the other one's still in my collection. So this is Palo Santo and Beach Treats. So again, the reason why I didn't get this in the pre-order, and the same for the next one, is because I already had a little bit in my collection. So like I was saying earlier, I wanted to focus on getting new blends and just pick up the ones that I already knew that I liked in the RTS if I could get them. So this is Palo Santo and Beach Treats. I really love this like minty color that she did with this. And you guys, this is just something I always like to have in my collection, like Surfside Sweet Shop. It's just a beautiful 50-50 balance of her Palo Santo and her Beach Treats. The Palo Santo is definitely very present in here. It's like a sweet, smoky marshmallow scent. It's just beautiful. Love it. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's Palo Santo and it's Beach Treats. Delicious. I've warmed this multiple times. I've gone through like probably 4 or 5 soufflés of this by now, and it performs really well for me. So this is something I know that I always want in my collection, and it's well loved. So that's Escobar. Look at that beautiful glitter on there. Love this one so much. This is super strong on cold, so I think I could probably melt this one in the next couple of months and get really good performance. Next one is Rain in Woods. This is Crunchy Leaves, Wet Flowers, Clove, Balsam, Patchouli, and Sandalwood. So I did start to melt the remaining bit that I had in my collection before I got this in the RTS. And you guys, the way that this matured as it cured, it just totally changed from when I first got it. Like right now, I'm getting very strong clove. I'm getting very strong crunchy leaves, like a wet, damp, atmospheric, outdoorsy fragrance. Beautiful. But the longer that this has sat, with the little bit that I had just warmed for my older portion, that patchouli comes out so beautifully and just adds a whole new dimension to this scent. So right now I can really appreciate those earthy notes, the leaves, the wet flowers, the balsam, a little bit of smooth essence from the sandalwood. But the longer that this sits, you get the patchouli, and it just totally transforms this scent. It is just magical. I really love this one. This is another one that I always want to have on hand, so I'm so happy to have this in my collection. I know this is well loved by many too. It's just phenomenal. And then the last one that was not a purchase for me in the pre-order, and I do not know why, is Strawberry Vanilla Birch. I must have just completely went over my head when I was making my pre-order list. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, Bath & Body Works type, and Vanilla Birch. Like, hello, I've mentioned multiple times within the last couple of videos on my channel that I have been in the biggest strawberry pound cake kick ever. Like, I'm pretty much melting it multiple times a week. And then blended with vanilla birch. Like, hello, like, why did I not buy that? You guys, this is so incredible. I love this strawberry pound cake oil. It is the Bath and Body Works type, but it's just sweet. It's juicy strawberry bakery. And then you get the like added woodsy element to this. I love strawberry with tree. I never thought that I would like something like that for some reason. I just didn't think I would really like think it's something I would truly appreciate blended together, but I don't know what it is. They just complement each other so well. You get the woodsy, strong woodsy vanilla birch base. She has such a good vanilla birch oil. And then you just get the sweetness on top of the strawberry pound cake. Absolutely delicious. If you have not tried strawberry and tree together, you need to do it. Take it from me, somebody who didn't think I would ever appreciate it as much as I do. It's beautiful. She also has a strawberry and, strawberry and cedar blend. Blew my mind the first time I warmed it. I have a little bit in my stash that I like refuse to warm until I get more, which sounds stupid, but this is a very close second to that. This is like a cousin to that, or a, I don't know, sibling, something. It's a relative to strawberry and cedar. So if you really like that scent, you'd really like strawberry vanilla birch. So beautiful. I know I've said this time and time again too, like you cannot go wrong with any of Tiffany's tree blends. She just does them so well. They are so sophisticated, so realistic smelling. She has just such high quality oils, and in particular her tree oils are like next to none. So strawberry vanilla birch. Pink toasted marshmallows. This is pink sugar blended with toasted marshmallows. Simple, but yet so pretty. So pretty. I got this in a tub in my pre-order, and when I smelled it the first time, I was like, wow, that's pretty. And then as I was putting my order away, I re-sniffed it, and I was like, this is so pretty. Like, yeah, kind of basic, pink sugar and marshmallow. Like, I feel like those are two notes that are in a lot of blends together, but on their own, blended together, it's just, it's sweet, it's girly, it's fun, it's like flirty. I just love it. I think this will be so pretty like at nighttime. You could blend this with a lavender blend or just like a sugar cookie blend. You can't go wrong with this. Oh, the sweetness in here is just so pretty. I don't want to pop all these out and turn them upside down because they're already starting to crack, and I really don't want to make a mess of all these. Oh, but this is beautiful. She has a really pretty pink sugar oil, and she blends it so well. She has very good taste with blending her pink sugar where it's not like too overpowering, but it's there and you can appreciate it. Okay. Next is my beloved Cabin in the Woods. Yes, I got 2 loaves of this in the pre-order and I couldn't resist. I had to get another one because I am so happy, you guys. This scent seemed to get such good love this pre-order, and I'm so glad, because this is one that I begged for I would say the past 4 pre-orders before this one, where it finally got poured. And when she put this on the final list, I was like I stare at the list and I was like it's finally coming back. I was so happy because I was out of it for over a year. And I kept putting on the DSTAS page, like, in search of Cabin in the Woods, like, please help me out. I am completely out. And I'm so happy that it came back. And I'm so happy to see that so many people are truly loving this scent and appreciating it for the beauty that it is, because it is phenomenal. I think it was overlooked for a really long time. And my hope is now, with many people having bought it and now appreciating it, I should say, that it won't be so long until it comes back. So this is fir needles, smoked woods, marshmallow fireside, cedarwood, sandalwood, and minty snow. So I know Steph from Steph Loves Life, or Steph Melts, got this, and she was just saying how beautiful it is. It's like a sexy, woodsy scent. Definitely, she described it so well. If you didn't watch her video, go ahead and watch her. She did such a good job at describing it. And then our friend Chris here on YouTube, Dazzling Scents with Chris, also bought this. She is not a tree person at all, and she really liked this too. So that just goes to show you how well this is blended, where those other notes really come alive and they come together so well where it keeps the tree from being too offensive. It's not offensive at all, but it's definitely a woodsy tree fragrance, but you really get the beautiful smoked woods note. You get the sweetness from the marshmallow fireside and a little bit of the minty snow, where it takes the tree elements that are in here and it just gives you such a beautiful atmospheric, you're in the woods, you smell a campfire nearby. Oh, it's just, it's sexy, it's sophisticated, it's beautiful. Oh my God, I'm so happy to have such a good stash of this. It's phenomenal. If you like woodsy, smoky type scents, this is for you 100%. And I hope it comes back soon so you could try it if you didn't. Okay. Laid on the Beach and Strawberry Boom Boom. This is one that I had gotten in a souffle, and after I filmed my pre-order haul, I went back and re-sniffed it like probably 3 or 4 times, and I was like, dang, I wish I had more of this. So I knew that this is one that I wanted to get a decent size of in the RTS, because I'm going to go through that souffle probably within a couple of bedroom melts or even like one open concept melt. So, oh my God, it's beautiful. Her Strawberry Boom Boom is so pretty. It's like juicy strawberry perfume with the Boom Boom cream. And then you can't go wrong with Laid on the Beach. It's Beach Treats and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I don't even think I read you the description because I'm so excited about this. A blend of Beach Treats and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds layered with strawberry pound cake, Bath & Body Works type, and creme de boom boom, which is boom boom cream. So again, this is a layered one. I believe the Strawberry Boom Boom is on the bottom, but I'm kind of getting it through the top. I'm definitely getting the sweetness of the strawberry coming through in combination with the Beach Nights and the Boardwalk Marshmallow. So let me see actually. Oh, here it goes. Yes, the bottom is definitely Boom Boom heavy. And you do get a little bit of the strawberry, but I'm getting the strawberry on top too. So it's blended really well. Beautiful, feminine, summertime body care type scent. Really, really like this one. My fiance actually really liked this one too. He sniffed through my pre-order after I got it and he's like, oh, that one's actually really nice. So yeah, he has good taste. So I'm thoroughly gonna enjoy this. Okay, this next one was kind of a pleasant surprise to me. This is also one that I had gotten in the pre-order. I got glitter on me as usual. I got this blend in a tub in the pre-order, and it also came to me as a sample in my pre-order. So I took the sample, I put it in the candle crock in my bedroom, threw so well. I would say after about 10 minutes of me putting this in my candle crock, it started throwing, and it was much stronger than I had anticipated it being, and that is Sadie. So this is Salty Sier, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Toasted Marshmallows. So just based on the scent notes alone, I didn't really have the highest hopes for this performance. Like, I obviously anticipated it to throw, but I was like, you know what, if anything, it's going to be more of a background scent. I don't expect this to be like a really good performer by any means, but that sucker in my candle crock, like, started throwing, and it took up my whole bedroom, and it went for close to a day and a half. So I was pleasantly surprised. So this automatically went on my RTS list too, because as, I don't want to say basic, I don't want to say generic, but for as simplistic as this is, it's vanilla, marshmallow, and Salty Sier. I was like, you know what, I don't think this is anything I'm going to need, but after warming that sample, I was like, oh my God, I need more of that. This is just so, this glitter is driving me crazy. But it's just beautiful. The Salty Sier in here with the toasted marshmallows. It's just, it's comforting to me. I love Salty Sier. Give me Salty Sier anyway. I love Salty Sier aquatic scents, but then with the coziness of that toasted marshmallow, This is just such a vibe, like such a nice cozy bedroom vibe. Really like this one. So this was a pleasant surprise to me after warming it, and I knew I wanted to have a bit of a stash of this one. So that's Sadie. Absolute love Harold Fine Hair. This is one that I accidentally bought a loaf and a tub in the pre-order, and I got my order. I was like, well, I don't think I meant to do this, but I was happy that I did because I absolutely loved it. This is Warm Chestnuts, Warm Chestnuts, Smoky Woods, Sweet Vanilla, which is replicas by the fireplace type, with cashmere cedar and frosted sugar cookies. You guys, I hope this comes back again because I would get more and more and more of this. It's so, so pretty. Oh my God, her cashmere cedar to me is front and center. I absolutely love cashmere cedar. It's one of my favorite oils across the board from any vendor that they could use in blends. I love anything with cashmere cedar in it. And then with replicas by the fireplace, like, it's a no-brainer. I knew that I would absolutely love this one. And then you get the bakery essence of this with the sugar cookies. But to me, this is like, this is like 40% cashmere cedar, 40% by the fireplace, and then 20% sugar cookie. I really like the way that the cashmere cedar and the by the fireplace are complementing each other. It's woodsy, but it's also a little bit perfumey and sweet because cashmere cedar isn't like a super strong woodsy note. It's more of like a perfumey woodsy note into my nose, but then you get the sexy sweet smokiness of by the fireplace, and then just the cozy element of the sugar cookies in here. So I love this. Cannot wait to warm this. This is super strong on cold to me. So I think I could chop into this within the next couple of months and give it a try. I cannot wait to see how this does. Vanilla Dream. I know I referenced this a little bit earlier when I was talking about Cookie Monster. This is delicious. This is Vanilla Cake Pops, a drizzle of vanilla buttercream, angel food cake with a hint of cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is warm, decadent, rich, gooey vanilla bakery. Oh my gosh. I know there were a couple of people who got this and weren't the biggest fans of it. They thought it came off a little bit artificial, a little bit plasticky. Thankfully, I do not get that at all. Oh my God. This is like you just baked an angel food cake and you just made your own homemade vanilla buttercream frosting and you're whipping it around in the bowl. Maybe you add a little bit of toffee in there because you're definitely getting the toffee element from the cupcakes at Tiffany's. Oh my God. It's just beautiful, dense, heavy vanilla bakery. Like, this to me, when I melt this, this is going to make my air in my house feel thick and sweet. Oh my God, I cannot wait to melt this one. I really, really, really like this one. I just am a sucker for vanilla bakery. I absolutely love it. But sometimes, like I was mentioning, I am hesitant to get it because sometimes vanilla scents, specifically vanilla bakery, can be lighter performers in my experience. But this is so thick and dense that this is going to be a great performer. Oh my God, I cannot wait. This makes me want to go get a spoonful of vanilla frosting and just eat it. So delicious. So, so good. If you're a fan of vanilla bakery, I hope you grab that one because it is delicious. This one's not wanting to go back in the bag. Okay. Got a couple more left here, and we're almost at the hour mark, so I really got to try and speed this up. I Heart Vanilla. This is Creamy Vanilla Marshmallow, Vanilla Milkshake, Boardwalk Marshmallow, and Juicy Blackberries. Another repeat purchase for me, which the rest of these are, so I'm not going to keep saying that, but I really like having this on its own because to me, the Boardwalk Marshmallow, this is essentially Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. which is just such a beautiful, perfumey, sweet vanilla. And I think this is just a really nice scent to have on hand if you don't want to melt anything bakery, but you're not in the mood for anything woodsy, you're not in the mood for anything fruity, you just want something to make your house smell pretty. This is what I would melt. Oh, and this will also be really nice to melt with other fruity fragrances or other bakery fragrances. I think this will be really fun to just blend with other things and come up with my own like kind of blends with this. So I have liked in the past pretty much all of the Our Heart vanilla blends that I've tried. So being able to have this on its own and kind of come up with my own, I think will be so much fun in addition to just warming it by itself. Lux Linen. Dark vanilla, praline, warm amber, smoked amaretto, and luxurious linen. This is upscale, bougie, classy, 5-star hotel. You have a butler waiting on you. You just unpacked all your stuff from your suitcase and you smell your perfume on your clothing that you're unpacking. I definitely get the praline and the warm amber with the beautiful upscale luxurious linen. This is not laundry forward to my nose at all. It just puts me in such a classy, sophisticated upscale hotel. Beautiful. This is more perfumey leaning than it is to me laundry leaning, but it's like fresh and uplifting at the same time and very high class. Oh, love it so much. Cannot wait to warm this one. This is going to be absolutely incredible on warm, and I'm hoping some of those smoky notes come out more, like the smokiness from the smoked amaretto. I hope that comes out more on warm because that will make this scent, like this scent is phenomenal on its own, but if those smoky notes come out on warm, you guys, game over. Like I will request this over and over and over again. It is so, so beautiful. And I know this one was loved by many too, so I'm hoping that it won't be too long before this one comes back. This was my wild card, you guys, from the pre-order, and it pleasantly surprised me so much so that I wound up with a loaf of it. This is Cashmere Bubble Bath. Who am I? I do not typically like florals. I sure as heck do not find myself gravitating towards rose, but this was done so beautifully, blended beautifully. I did a little sliver of this for my souffle in my bathroom and I was sold. Like, it is so pretty. A sensual blend of vanilla rose, cashmere cream, comfort type, and bubbly milk bath. So I said in my pre-order haul I wasn't sure what comfort type is, but I'm pretty certain that it's vanilla and patchouli blended together. Oh my god. You get the little bit of soapiness from the bubble bath, but that beautiful cashmere and the rose together are just so complementary to one another. And then you get a little bit of like a sensual depth to this from the patchouli, from the comfort type. It's just so, it's so unique. I have nothing like this in my collection. And I love that the more that I smell this, I could really appreciate and pick out the patchouli in here. And I think it just, the patchouli with the cashmere cream complement the rose so, so well. So yeah, this is a total shock to me. I did not expect to like this as much as I do. But I definitely liked it on cold, but once I warmed a little sliver of it, I was like, give me that. I need more of it. This is so nice. I'm happy to have a decent amount of this because, like I said, it's unlike anything I already own. So I like that now if I'm in the mood for something like this, I know I have it. Okay. The Water Gardens. How stunning is this? If you pick this up, let me know what you think. Notes of green tea, lemons, hints of lime, and musk, which is replicas under the lemon tree, and salty driftwood. Is it lush under lemon tree? No, I think it's replica. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought now. Either way, under the lemon tree plus salty driftwood. Beautiful tea fragrance. It says green tea in the notes, and I can appreciate that it's green tea, but my nose is also picking up almost like it's a white tea. It's just a nice, bright, zesty citrus tea. You get a little bit of the lime in there, and then you do get a little bit of salty earthiness as the undertone, which is the salty driftwood. But front and center to me, this is a bright citrus tea type fragrance. Very spa-like, very zen, very relaxing. I've been really appreciating tea fragrances lately, so this is something that I cannot wait to melt. I think this is going to be so refreshing over the summertime. Like if you melt this in the heat of the summer, it's just going to make your house feel cool and inviting. Love this one so much. Oh my God, so good. So yeah, I am thrilled with this one. This is one that I had gotten, I think I got this in a souffle in the pre-order, and then I was like, I know I'm gonna warm this over the summer and wish I had more for the following summer, so why not get a loaf of it? And then last but not least, this is one of my absolute top favorites from this whole pre-order of the new ones that she created, and this is Warlord. This is Tonka Bean, Vanilla Oak, Spiced Praline, notes of cocoa, incense, milky tuberose, and tobacco vanille. If you're a fan of tobacco vanille perfume or tobacco fragrances, and you do like incense or like patchouli type scents, this is definitely one for you. I really like how the tobacco and the incense play together in here, and then you do get a little bit of like a cocoa note, but it definitely does not stand out. It's definitely there. You could pick it up, but it's like the cocoa and the oak are just in the back to me of the incense and the tobacco vanille. This is complex. It does give me unisex, honestly, because I wear fragrances like tobacco vanille, and I know men could also wear fragrances like that. This is just a very unisex, sophisticated, elegant, perfumey type fragrance. But it has so much depth to it and so much so many complex notes in here that play together so well. So sorry, this is very hard to describe, but just know if you like tobacco vanille from Tom Ford or anything like that, and you like incense or patchouli type fragrances, this is 100% one to try. It is so beautiful. I've probably said it's so beautiful about every blend in here, but you guys, Tiffany just is a master at what she does. She is phenomenal at coming up with scent combinations and just bringing them together where you get all the notes, but also none jump out at you so much that you can't appreciate the other notes. She just is amazing at what she does. Like, she was made to do this. There's no doubt in my mind about that. And I just love supporting her. I look forward to every single opening that she has because she has so many incredible scents, so many that I have yet to try that I'm excited to try. And then in addition to that, she always comes up with new blends that are just so amazing. And then it's just the excitement of her only being open a couple times a year that whenever she does open, it's so much fun to participate, and just the anticipation leading up to it, just everything. Her Facebook group is so fun and interactive. Everybody is so supportive in there, and we just all love to talk about the different fragrances that we love, and it's just so much fun. So thank you so much for sitting here and going through this wild order with me. I cannot be more happy with what I got, although I do recognize that it is a bit overboard and it's much more than I probably need. Let's be honest, I don't need any of this. This is much more than any person probably would need or want, but I mean, I want it all, but I am just so thrilled with this, and I cannot wait to get to melting these new scents, and I am so looking forward to seeing what makes the next pre-order list. So thank you all so much for watching. My voice is tired. It's starting to crack. So I'm going to put this all away, and I hope you all are having a great day and have had a great week. Let me know down below what your favorites were from this pre-order, or if you tried new scents in the RTS that you purchased. What were your favorite scents that you got that were new to you? Let me know. I would love to chat with you. Either way, thank you guys so much for your support. I look so forward to seeing your guys' comments and interacting with you all. It just means the world to me, and I hope you're all doing well, and we'll chat soon. Take care. Bye.